everyone. Today is the first day of Raya, and we're gonna go for a short, rainy Raya drive to my parents' house for the family gathering. Updates on what I plan to do in the future. I have been really going back and forth about coilovers right now, because to be honest, the car doesn't feel too great. It's a little bit too stiff for my comfort, you know. And the thing about the Scirocco is that it has a comfort and sport mode for the suspension, the adjustable suspension. But the problem is the button to change the modes is flashing right now. I don't think pressing it or pushing it does anything. Holding it down doesn't do anything too. I saw on forums and stuff it meant that the sensor is faulty or something. It's either I get a new sensor to fix the issue and I can get the adjustable suspension working again, or I think it's called adjustable dampening. Yeah. So it's either that or I go for coilovers. Because if I just go for springs, lowering springs, yeah, sure, I mean, it'll give me the look that I want, but it might still be a bit too stiff. And I want, this is my daily, so I want it to be a bit more comfortable at least. But the cheapest coilover out there is, I think, a brand called Gab that I'm aware of, and that's like 1,400, maybe 1,500 including shipping, not including installation and stuff yet, right? So I read up also that it doesn't have adjustable dampening, it just has a high-low shift. So I don't know, man. That's the cheapest option. The next option after that is Tane Flex Z. Costs about 4,000 plus, and I don't know if I want to plunge into that much money yet. You know, I don't know if it's even worth it, because I saw the reviews on the Tane Flex Z's. They're not bad. Apparently they're entry level, and I'm just like, what? How is that entry level at that price? But yeah, I mean, that's the reality of owning a car, right? Or of wanting to mod a car. If you want to see better content, so please do subscribe and watch, and share it with your friends, any other car enthusiasts, or anyone that you think would be interested to get a Scirocco. And I'll tell you all about my experience driving it in Kuching, especially. The point is, not many people in Kuching drives a Scirocco. There are some Golfs here and there, a lot of Jettas, a lot of Passats, but not many Sciroccos. It's like, I can count maybe, about 5, including mine. I haven't seen any other, 6, I think, yeah. About 6, so that's not many. And I do understand also that Sciroccos are kind of rare to find in Kuching, that it's hard for you to buy it. So, but there's an abundance of it in KL. It's very easy to find it. Once you join the club on Facebook, it's so easy to find the cars over there. I find the Sciroccos over there. You get the 1.4s, the 2.0s, the Rs, from various years, starting from 2009, of course. But it's quite rare to find 2009, apparently. And the most that I would see is like 2011 onwards. But yeah, Selamat Hari Raya to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, and to whoever else celebrated. But yeah, let me know, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie to myself. Okay, I want new coilovers. I want them. But if you do have better suggestions for other brands or something that could fit my budget, please do let me know. I understand that the more you spend, that's what you get, of course. The cheaper you spend, you're not guaranteed something good for yourself, you know. I understand that. I have to say, by the way, these tires, the Toyo Proxys Sport 2, are amazing. I've used a Michelin Pilot Sport 4 before this, but to be fair, the threads were kinda balding already, and I'd get wheel spin sometimes if I accelerate too fast and if I try to launch it. But for this car and for this tire, they're really sticky. They're very, very sticky. And the best part, for the size of this, I'm using a 235 40 18, so 18 inch. And the price for this is 680 ringgit per piece. So I spent about 2,700 ringgit for the whole set. And compare that to the, let's say the PS5s now, the Pilot Sport 5. They're at least 1,000 ringgit a piece. Maybe a bit more, 1,100 ringgit I think. I cannot afford that. That's basically, 4,000 ringgit for a set too. And they're for something that will last maybe at most 5 years or 6 years. So I needed to find a budget-friendly option, but still decent quality. So I actually had no idea about the Toyo Proxys Sport 2. I only thought they had that one Proxys Sport, the first gen, I guess. Those had kind of bad reviews apparently. No, well, not bad, but they placed 7th out of 10 tires that this TireReview.com ranked them. So that's where I look for tire reviews and stuff. Literally called TireReviews.com. And I trust their judgment. I trust their analytics. So when I saw the Toyo Proxys Sport 1 being ranked as 7, I'm like, oh man. I thought I needed to go for the more expensive option, like Goodyear or Bridgestone, maybe, right below Continental and Michelin. Yeah. Until I went to the tire shop, I actually just wanted to ask them if they had. I was actually gonna go for the Goodyear Eagle F1s, I think. Those go for about 700 a piece. So within my budget. But then when I arrived at the tire shop, they were like, "Don't you want to try the Toyo Proxys Sport 2? And since you want a bit more of a spirited drive, and you're still budget conscious." So I was like, "Proxys Sport 2, is that new?" And I was like, "Yeah, it just released last year." Like, oh, okay. So before I made a decision, I went on the website, TireReview.com. They haven't made a review on it with the video yet that I watched before. So that's why I was like, oh, I didn't know. So I looked at the review. It was an individual review of the Toyo Proxys Sport 2, and it had great reviews. Handling, grip, wet grip and wet braking and all that stuff, and durability. It was all at least 80%. So yeah, immediately I saw those reviews. I just like, okay, let's do it. And it was 680 ringgit a piece, so it was well within my budget. There's a lot of people out right now. I think probably people going back to their families' houses and stuff. This is Tunku Putra School, where I went to high school. And actually, this is where I first saw a Scirocco for the very first time, somewhere in there. It was parked right outside the school. And I thought, wow, that is a nice looking car. So yeah, this car dates back to all the way to my high school days, actually. And then it wasn't, okay, to be honest, it wasn't like my first love, you know. It wasn't like a, wow, I want that car, I must have it in the future. It wasn't that kind of feeling, you know. I wasn't really into cars that much back in the day anyway. But I fondly remember seeing it every once in a while. Every week at least I see it once parked outside. And it's so cool, man. Back then when it was still very new, it was only maybe a year old back then when I first saw it. It came out in 2009 and that was 2010. Yeah, little did I know I would buy it 14 years later. Woo! It's a big puddle. I wonder if I could drift. It's a front wheel drive, so I doubt it, but we're back here again, boys. Woohoo! Yeah. I never get to drive it like that. It's the only open space that I know that I can freely drive. Yeah, I think this is an RC track, not a go-kart track. Yeah, it's an RC track. Alright, you know what? Let's do something fun. I want to try to launch this car. Okay. Alright, let's start from there. There's too many trees there. Worried about branches. Yeah, you know what? Let's just launch it normally. 3, 2, 1, go. Holy. Okay, let's try it again. Well, that was fast though. And the grip was great. I didn't, a little bit of wheel spin, but it's great so far. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Oh wow. I finally get to push this car a lot. I never get to do that. Alright, that's enough. Let's go home. Wow. And that was wet, by the way. Like I said, the Toyo Proxo Sport 2. My god. It's way better than it's priced. It's so grippy. So it was wet, but it was still grippy. I didn't have any wheel spin at all. That was crazy. I actually reached 0 to 60 maybe in about 5 or 6 seconds. I wish I timed it. It's okay. Alright, let's go home. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.